Guys, so I'm here at home, just working on a painting, and I washed my brushes today, and they're still wet, but I figured I could do a cute little challenge for YouTube, some content. I'm gonna do my makeup with just my fingers. So, let me go grab my supplies, and then let's get started. Alright, so I'm just gonna get started and start working on my face. So, one thing that I want to shout out real quick as I start is I want to shout out a another drag performer named Katini P. Vanden. They introduced me to this app called Sober Time. And I've talked about my channel, about my sobriety journey, and it's been a pretty successful journey and pretty good. But it could always be better. And so I reached out to one of my good friends who I met through the stud, and I remember them talking about being sober. And I really admire anyone who's a drag entertainer and choosing to be sober, because it is a community that it is like a huge party, and it's really nice that everyone gets to relax and let loose. But a lot of the times, relaxing and let loose means the involvement of substances. So I commend Katini P. Vanden, and I really thank them. I'll at them when I upload this to Instagram. But yeah, so I downloaded the app. Sober Time is really cool because it counts the seconds, minutes, hours, days. There's a whole online community that is also sober, and they are supporting each other. So I'm officially on day, since I downloaded the app like yesterday. I think I'm finishing day one. So progress. It feels really good. And I am really hopeful because this is exactly what I feel like I needed. So, anyways, but yeah, I've been staying at home as shelter in place is in effect. I received CalFresh, and I'm waiting to have a hearing for unemployment. So I am looking for work, but I do have a job to go to, like to return to once the quarantine is over. So I've just been letting like unemployment and CalFresh know that like I do have a job. It's just a temporary layoff, um, which I'm sure like everyone's experiencing. But everything I've also like tried applying for jobs, but a lot of them they're either not they're either not worth it in terms of like exposure at the fact that I'm gonna be working like close to people that could contaminate me, and I'm not losing my life over a fucking job, especially a low paying job. So yeah, that's been my journey with like applying. I've just been staying safe. Luckily, I have enough to eat. I have friends to reach out to. I have my housemate's healthy, so we're all good. Okay. That's my base. Now, I'm not going to be doing like a drag look, just because I feel like that would be a challenge I'm not suited for yet. But I am going to be doing kind of like a cute makeup look just to wear makeup for the rest of the day. I think after this, I'm going to organize my calendar. I could do that. And then I could play some of my Nintendo DS. Those colors came out really pretty. I'm working on this painting of clouds, and I painted the background like a lavender lilac. It looks so good. Um, I can make lunch. I gotta watch something. We'll get to it later. Anyways, I don't want this video to be too long, but I also, I'm kind of like a friend here in your room if you are chilling at home. You got a friend here. We're humans. We gotta be social. If you need that, I can fulfill that. So next what I'm gonna do is go in with contour, just so I can do like a light contour of my face. This will be fun. So what makeup has taught me, like what drag has taught me, specifically is that you want to start off small and build, build, build. Because if you start off big, um, there's not a lot of room to improve. But if you like add a little bit of powder and then add a little bit more, it's really, really nice. And I moisturized before this, so I'm kind of cheating, but also like if you're not moisturizing, you're gonna look like a little raisin by the time you're like 40. And luckily I have indigenous genes, so I'm gonna age like wine. But it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to moisturize. So as y'all can see, I'm only using my fingers. And like any beauty guru who's like, serious is gonna hate me because they're like, your fingers? But my brushes are drying. Oh, look at that. It's really cool being an artist and then like doing makeup because it's essentially the same thing. It's blending, it is taking pigment and swiping it in certain directions. It's like knowing color theory. It's knowing everything that, they're very similar. Woohoo! Okay. And like, I am someone who does love to contour, but if you're someone who doesn't, that's totally fine. Now, I am very fortunate to say that I have really good skincare, and working in skincare, I like really prioritized taking care of my skin first. So, once you have good skincare, doing makeup is like a breeze. The trick is though to stay doing your skincare routine even if you're not, or if you're wearing makeup. Okay. You know what I found completely crazy that I just realized? I did not prime my face. But it's okay. There's no going back now. I mean, I guess it's primed because of moisturizer, but ugh. I'm gonna dig into my MAC palette. My MAC palette. Actually, no, let me do some blush, and then later I could do the MAC palette. This is such a cute color. So this is a Bare Minerals given to me by my good friend who lives down in Southern California. Shout out to you. Did y'all see Rihanna launch her new blushes? Rihanna, send me stuff. I will review the shit out of your stuff. So I really like blush starting from the outer corner of the eye and then going like a fan. That's what I'm doing right now. I just really like the look. Like, you can't have enough blush in my opinion. Now I'm gently tapping, I'm not slapping. password. Oh. Yay, West Coast. If y'all are curious why my hair is like this, it's because I did a side braid and then made it into a button. Oh, and for those asking, like, oh my god, are you not putting foundation on? No. Because when you have good skincare, you don't need foundation. Also, it's very Gemini of me, but I started wearing makeup as just doing eye looks. I didn't do a face, I didn't do lips. Because for me, like, if you're out and about, you could end up eating, which gets rid of your lips. You could end up sweating, which gets rid of your face. But your eyes, they stay. They're the strong gals. So yeah, I just think it's like really important that if you're going to do makeup, focus on the eyes. The eyes are the window to the soul. V Gemini right now. V Gemini of me. Ready, ready, ready. You know, I've been watching a lot of YouTubers since I like. Oh, I gotta tell y'all. I downloaded this app. I forgot the name, but I'll put it down in the description. But it essentially sets a timer and blocks you from going on to certain social media. So I blocked it for Twitter and Instagram from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And it's like 4 something right now, so I'll go in afterward and upload this video. But it's really helpful for me because as someone who is working on self-control, social media is so much fun right now, and also I just love seeing like all the different people, all the inspiration, but I need to find a balance in like the inspiration and then, you know, following through with doing stuff like, you know, creating my own content. And then also just like I feel like social media kind of does this loop where you just feel like you always have to interact with one another, and if you don't, like, somehow you're mad at someone, and that's not what I'm about. That's not what I want y'all to think. I love being in isolation. I love myself. So I don't want you to think that look at my fingers so far. I just like anyone. I think it's really important that, you know, a part of life is spent alone and by yourself, because that's where you really learn about like who you are. I'm going in with some little like gold into the inner corner because I love the way this looks. I remember there was a girl in high school. I'm not gonna say her name just in case she like tries to sue me. But she did this inner corner like foil, and it always looks so good. It always looks so radiant on her eyes. I remember once she wasn't wearing it, and I was like, "Girl, who are you?" It makes such a huge difference to have like that inner corner. Oh Lord. Oh my god, it's crazy that I'm doing this with like all my fingers. Okay, next I'm gonna go into my lips. I'm gonna start off with using this deep plum. Honestly, makeup brush companies are shook right now. They're like, we're not needed. No. This looks really pretty. When it has a shower. Amazing. Amazing. And now I'm pissed that I chose to. Oh fuck! I'm pissed that I chose to do lips because now I'm gonna go eat a sandwich, and it's gonna have to come off. This is really cute actually. Okay, so I'm choosing a clean finger. My cupid's bow highlight and my nose highlight. This is with a clean finger once again. Whoa, gay. Oh, but shout out to Gum. Gum has been that girl. Because every time I have the craving, Gum comes in. And it's like, the fuck you thought? No. Now I'm gonna go into this e.l.f. lip palette, which I think is super cute. Let me see if I can show yourself right there. That's where you are. Oh my god, meta. So I'm going to go in. It's a pretty dark lip, so I'm gonna go in with this color. Oh, gay. Okay, so there's that transition. Oh, fuck. There's that transition in Hannah Montana, you know, when she would sing in between the scenes. And I heard one that was like, oh, 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 gay. And it's distinctly gay, and I lived for it. This is such a cute lip. Yeah, guy. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I look good. Oh, this is crazy. Like, I'm proud of this challenge because this shit is a lot easier than I thought. But it could just be because I'm good with my hands. Okay. So this really cute eyebrows. Honestly, I've been a fan of like no eyebrows, but you know what? What can I do? What can I do? What else? Oh, I know exactly. Fenty Beauty. Here we go. So I was gifted this. What's it called? Fenty Beauty, sponsor me. I would love all your products. Mademoiselle. And what I'm gonna do is, since it is my smallest finger, I'm gonna take my pinky. It's kind of crazy that this is happening. One thing that I learned about makeup too is that, like painting, it builds up. So first you do the outline, then you go in and define it. Alright, a little wild, but it's okay. Crazy. And you know, like with my eyebrows, with no eyebrows, I mean, I guess you're always doing drag, but like, you don't need. Who gives a fuck about a normal brow? Not I. And right here, I'm gonna put a bunch of color. A bunch of color. It's gonna look really great. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. So as you can see, this hand besides this finger is pretty wasted. So now I'm gonna do something really fun. I'm gonna dig into my e.l.f. 18 Hit Wonders. I love this palette. It's really pigmented. Oh, I guess I have a couple fingers. So I'm wearing blue. My eyebrows are purple. And I have a red lip. What's analogous? Let's see. Blue. Purple's complementary to yellow. And then red's complementary to green. And I don't want to use those. I want to use analogous colors. So I'm going to use not purple or green. Ooh, let me see yellow. And just so y'all know, this is how I dig in. This couple out here is so cute. They're one of my neighbors and they like walk their dog every day and are just really cute together, and I'm really happy for them. And go them. And they're brown, and it makes me really happy to see them just like living their lives. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Just digging in that. This is called Solar. And you know, e.l.f., this was a really cheap palette, but you know, it builds well. It builds well. It makes me happy. I'm glad I chose this finger because, like, I could not imagine. And you know, the eye area is really delicate, so you know, I'm going in with little taps. I'm really glad I chose my my pointer finger to be free. Oh, I'm so funny. I said to not use any of the complementary colors like yellow or green, but you know what? It's okay. It's okay. We're not mad. We're not mad. Can y'all like do this challenge and tag me? Like, I want to be the creator. This is gonna be my first like viral challenge. Just like, oh wow, doing it with your fingers. I'm so dumb. I used the wrong finger. Okay, I'm gonna have to deal with it. Because that's how reality is, you know? It's okay. I can just scrape it away. Scrape it away. Okay, cool. I have a bunch of powder now. Which is really good, you know? For full, just so you guys know, I didn't even know what to say at that point. Just so you guys know, I washed my hands before this, so like I have really clean hands. And you know, I really like that this challenge exists because you never know when you're gonna be out in the world, no brushes, or the brushes are expensive, as you know, they can be, and you'll know that this exists. You can do your makeup with your fingers and have a great time. Now I realize that like there's two different ways you can do this. You can either pat in the product, which you know probably works better with brushes, but you can also rub them. It's very gently. Very, very gentle. Is the blending not divine? Who's slamming my door out there? What's crazy is that like in my mind I'm just thinking like this is so crazy. But it worked. Like it's so crazy that it just might work. That's literally this. Cool. Not done though. No, no, not yet. I'm going to dig in. So this is a really cute yellow. I'm gonna dig in with this color called Supreme. And not do like a cut crease, but like I love contouring this part. Yes. Supreme indeed. What I'm doing now is going in little circles just to blend the Supreme into Solar. It's really cute. this is the hand. I think I'm done. It looks very like puffy. Next I'm gonna do is take some of this. Oh no, there's cat hair on it. And use just like a brow highlight. Because, you know, if you got brows, you need a brow highlight. I don't need it to be strong. Just enough. Okay. Oh. I think. Yeah, I can't really add anything. Okay, I'm done. 30 minutes, wow. Have a great day, y'all. Like, comment.